What's going on? It's your boy User. You already know what it is. This next one up. It's where we bring some of the best college Madden players in the world on the show, just kick it with them and find out basically how they're doing it, how they got where they're at in their Madden career and along in college and everything else. Hey man, I don't know about y'all, but if you haven't been watching the LevelNext Madden National Championships, I don't know where you've been. You had to have been up under the rock. We have some of the best players in the world suiting up. Quick, let them know what the top 16 is, because coming up next week, we have the LCQ. The LCQ. And look, right here, let me move my little face out the way so y'all can see the team. Now, I know y'all be looking like Michigan State, Notre Dame. I don't really know who all it is, but I'm going to tell you. I know you're looking for Maryland, but we're going to speak on that today. But the guy representing West Virginia is Noah. And you already know Noah is going to be in the MCS Ultimate Thanksgiving kickoff. MCS Ultimate Thanksgiving. He made the final weight. Then Oregon. You're like, who is that? That's Mr. Football 88. South Carolina, we had my guy G-Book on here last week, Claflin. That's DJ. Listen, we got a lot of Weber State. That's my guy Shiggs from the Package Club. So look, we got a lot of goons out here. Go and show them the last 16. Then we got Albany, Fairleigh Dickerson. Fairleigh Dickerson, y'all know that's Truzy. Switched his name up to Big T. Cumberland. I always remember Cumberland because they was this close to getting some pizza. But fortunately, they was unable to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so then you got Northeastern down there. You already know Northeastern. That's the returning champ. That is my guy, J-Wall. Then at the bottom, we got Northwood. Northwood is ice. You know, they got an amazing program over there. Y'all guys got to make sure y'all tune in and watch some of these top Madden players fight it out for $150,000. I'm telling you, man, it's great competition. Now we have the LCQ coming up this week. But as always, look, Halloween's over. Now it's time. You know what I'm saying? The good holidays, you know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving, Christmas, and obviously, Snickers rookie mistakes. Have I made a rookie mistake? I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have made plenty rookie mistakes. But this is the #1 rookie mistake y'all don't need to do. I'm giving y'all tips in the chat. Now listen, Lucky Lucian, all y'all Bambodian, take notes. I went through this so you don't have to go through that. If you have a significant other, a girl, wife, whatever, listen, let me tell you. If they tell you, do not buy them a gift for Christmas because they good, you is enough, don't do it. That's a lie. They setting you up. I did this a couple years ago, and I tell you, I was like, I did exactly what you told me to do. That was a major rookie mistake I will never do again. Because let me tell you, the energy for that Christmas, it was all off. It was all off. So don't believe it. They might tell you it's a pandemic. Don't worry about it, baby. We'll be all right. Lies. Don't fall for it. You better have them something up under the tree. Remember that. You already know we had West Virginia Noahs in the building. But we got the guy that made it happen. We have the guy that made this whole... The crazy thing is, college esports is really starting to get like the NFL. Now they handing out contracts in college. You can get paid. It's crazy. And now we got one of those guys. We got a Jerry Maguire in the building, if you ask me. That's the way I look at it. We got my guy, Josh Steger, the director of West Virginia. I'm happy to see you on here. First off, I'll be chopping up everybody's name, and your last name is Steger, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm glad I got that right, chat. You feel me? Because y'all know I would chop somebody's name all the way up. So look, man, obviously Noah last year, he played for Maryland. And all of a sudden, like, I need to know, how did this come about? Like, where did West Virginia pick up a guy like Joshua Steger that says, you know what? I'm going to step into this esports game and I'm going to go after some top dogs. I'm going to make some things happen. Where did you first start off? How did you become the director of West Virginia's esports?
Yeah, so, you know, my road took off in college. I played with my club team at Central Michigan University. And then after I graduated, I went to the University of Central Florida, helped out with intramurals and esports out there. And then last year, so I was at WV Potomac State, which is a satellite campus of the main campus in Morgantown. So you guys heard my guy, Alex Oates, on the show. He was the Big 12 champion. He made it to the LevelNext Championship. We had
He
an
did?
early knockout in the first round that we didn't see coming, but things happened. So at the end of that,
And that's
West
when you
Virginia,
that's when you decide to get on your Jerry Jones and say, you know what? Let me make a few calls. Let me make a few calls. No disrespect to Alex Oates. He got us there, but now we want to go further. So you kind of weigh the situation and you're like, you know what? I think we may need to make a trade or a new addition. So question, I'm pretty sure Alex had to suit it up and fight for his spot again like everyone else, and Noah had to go through that, right?
actually no. So Alex,
Oh
of,
my!
Satellite Campus. Satellite
Okay.
Campus was 2 years. So Alex would have had to transfer over to the main campus, WVU,
Okay.
but actually he is at a different school because they allow him to finish up his degree a year earlier than what he wants. And then he can come back to WVU and do grad school for PT.
Okay, so you maneuvered it quite right. So no hard feelings was lost. You know, you're like, hey, you know, focus on your career over here, get your degree. And West Virginia will be in good hands. We will be in good hands. So how did this come about, you calling, working this deal out with Noah?
Yeah, so I watched Noah all the way through that 2020 Madden run that he made for the belt. And so I knew all about him. I just didn't know he was going to go to the University of Maryland when he did, especially once COVID had hit. So I saw him out there, saw him at LevelNext, and I was like, okay, all right, he still got it. And so I wanted to recruit him to go to my other campus at Potomac State. And then we had talked about what he wants for the future. And Potomac State just wasn't the right place for him to be at. So as I was starting to make my ways around, WVU was like, hey, we want you to come out here and we want you to run our esports program. And I was like, all right, I got the perfect guy. I know exactly who I want. I didn't reach out to anybody else. I contacted Noah. He came, we talked for a little bit. He came literally like a week later. He saw campus and then he committed 3 days later and he was ready to go to class.
So this is actually your first year being the director of West Virginia Esports.
Yeah, so this is West Virginia's like first year having esports. This program is brand new. So at the main campus, it's really fresh. We're looking to bring in some really new, fresh talent. So we're super excited what's going to happen here in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so I'm gonna act like somebody that don't know nothing about esports in college, right? Tell me, like, when they say esports, what are the benefits of being part of an esports program like at West Virginia? Like, is it just like, hey man, you know, we all just coming out here, we playing like in a chess club, or like, do we actually get perks like a full varsity football team? Do we actually, you know, what's the level of it?
Yeah, so I mean, I want people to think of like esports as like your traditional sports. We're not at like that West Virginia football team level yet. You know, we don't have personal chefs out here giving us meals, but we do have the opportunity for these guys to seek mental health counselors, be able to get nutritional facts, have an arena for them to play in and practice in, and then also have coaches available for them, help them upgrade their game to like the next level. So we really just want to make sure that we can put students on a platform to do some stuff.
That's awesome, man. That's great to hear. Well, listen, without further ado, we're gonna bring on the guy himself, Mr. West Virginia, Noah. Noah, what's going on, my guy?
Yo, what's good, user? How are you?
I'm good. Or should I just say the man? You the man on campus. I mean, you out there in the middle of the football field with your own promotional video. You was at Maryland. Obviously, Joshua, they've worked things out at West Virginia. I mean, that had to be an amazing experience, the way they treated you and to have that hype video. How has it been so far?
Yeah, I didn't get those type of experiences over at Maryland, but yeah.
They didn't treat you right. They ain't put no respect on your name.
So I had to go somewhere, you know, that treat me right. So yeah, but it's been awesome here so far.
And take notes, chat. If your college ain't treating you right, if they ain't doing you like West Virginia, rolling out the red carpet, maybe you need to take your talents elsewhere. LeBron said it best. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Now you see Noah, he's happy. He's like, you know, West Virginia is showing me love. I'm actually like the man on campus. So when you was filming that, I heard a rumor that the football team like saw you filming it, was like, who is that guy? Like, how was that situation?
Yeah, I think they were like because their practice facilities like right next door, so they were like they saw the lights turned on and they were just like who's that guy? So it's definitely an interesting experience, kind of like working with the football team. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, obviously having that hype video, football guys seeing this, it gives you a lot of more respect. I mean, you know, you're a belt winner already, and that's one of the things I asked you before. I said, I mean, you know, when you won the belt, how have things changed? And I remember you saying, you know what, things really hadn't changed. Like, it's not like that many people know about it and all that type of stuff. And now my question is, like, when you look back at both experience, winning the belt and actually going to West Virginia and how they've treated you, what do you feel like both, how, if you had to compare, say, man, you know what experience has been more, I guess you say, fulfilling or thrilling?
Yeah, I mean, they've both been like super amazing experiences for me. I would say like more people like could understand, like most people, like older people really didn't understand like what the belt was or like winning that tournament was, but like they can understand like being able to go to college and like play video games. So, like obviously like they know like now I'm pretty good at video games. I have these type of experiences.
I mean, your past pretty good. I mean, let's be honest, Noah. Ever since you stepped on the scene, man, a lot of, and this is one thing, you know, a couple people, we're gonna go over a little bit of your film last week. You know, you was up and you was up. You really couldn't get the 50 burger, but you start dancing, went for 2. You know what I'm saying? You was going kind of crazy on them right here. Oh, I think we're going through one of your replays right here. All right, so, hey, hold on one second on this, Crook. Hold on one second on this before we go to that, you know? But, like, you start highlighting, high stepping, and the people in the chat was like, that wasn't good sportsmanship. He couldn't get to the 50 burger. And I remember telling, you know, my people, I said, look, this is Noah. When I first met him, he's been an independent lion. That's when I first met him. I said, he's a guy, he believes in himself, and he's not worried about what people think of him. He's gonna play his game. If you get blowed out, then he gonna blow you out. You know what I'm saying? And people kind of felt like, you know, maybe you was doing a little bit too much. But I still like the fact that even after you won, you've already won a belt. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that even I haven't accomplished. You know, you was in the national championship last year, lost to Noah, back-to-back. You're in the final 8 this year with the Ultimate Thanksgiving. You already secured your spot in the final 16 for the LevelNext Madden National Championship. It's like since you stepped on the scene, you've been one of the most dominant Madden players. Do you kind of feel like people still don't show you the respect?
Yeah, I mean, people are never gonna show me respect. It's all good. Like I don't even like care. I honestly like enjoy it. So I can prove them wrong. And like going
and that's
back
why the
to,
chip
like,
is there.
Yeah, you know, a little chip on the shoulder, so to speak. But I like running up the score. I mean, well, I kind of been getting too nice, honestly. Like when I first came on the scene, I used to flood people. I used to like run up the score to like 100, and then just like show no mercy. But last year, I kind of got nice, made some friends and stuff. But I mean, like at the end of the day, it's me versus you. So I'm trying to get back to that. Trying to. But yeah, and also he called timeouts for no reason. Like I honestly would have just kneeled the ball out, but he called timeouts for no reason. So I had to run up the score, and then the fake field goal is my thing. That's always been my thing. So I had to do the little flip over the top to Mason Crosby, he'll roll out for a nice little 2-point.
That's awesome. And so, Joshua, obviously you've built a great relationship here with Noah, you know, and this is the varsity esports team. Like a lot of what I was looking at, a lot of other esports colleges, they kind of choose what game is going to be varsity. Is Madden a varsity game at at West Virginia?
Oh yeah, I mean, for most of the colleges out here, if you guys don't understand, like Madden is probably like the easiest thing to get your college hooked on esports. You know, they already know what traditional football is. So being able to translate that over to the esports scene is a lot easier to do.
Right, and so I got a question because you're in a special position because you got Noah. Noah's also great in the MCS. So us competitive Madden players, we look at MCS as the Super Bowl, the Holy Grail. And I'm looking at a lot of colleges, and they might not even know that much about MCS. How much weight do you say MCS holds compared to like the LevelNext National Championship as a college? How much do you weigh those, or what?
Yeah, but I think, you know, for colleges, being able to beat other colleges is really the end goal at the end of the day, right? But being able to have that competitor who is good at the pro level as well is unheard of. So a lot of schools are still getting used to this fact that we have players that can also play professionally as well as play collegiately at the same time. So, you know, when Noah comes out here and if he can flood people all the way to the championship in Level Next, I'm all for it. And if he does it for MCS, we're going to hype him up as well.
That's great. That's great. So basically, that college trophy is really why he got signed. MCS is great, but we want to see that national trophy to hold it up and to say we are the National Collegiate Madden Player Champion, you know, the LevelNext Madden National Champion.
Oh, yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into some of your gameplay from last week, Noah. You know, here we go. First play right here. I believe you are on offense or defense right here. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I was on offense. He ran commit, so had to wait a little second and hit the slant over the middle.
Third, and I remember this right here. I kind of said, you know, at the end of the day, he ain't really have no choice but to run commit. But you being a savvy veteran, saying, you know, he probably is going to run commit and cook up a die. Is that what you were thinking when you called a pass right here?
Kind of. He actually had a pretty good user right there anyway, so if I would have made a quick read, he probably would have picked me off, so I kind of had to wait a little second to let that slant develop. I called my favorite play. That's my favorite play of all time, FL spot with this motion over slant. Not really good anymore, but I still like to run it. And I caught him with the wrong commit, so it worked.
Okay. All right, Crook, show us the next one. Here we go right here. This is just that's kind of fluke. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of fluke. But you go ahead. You go ahead and explain. Oh, that was lab.
That was
lab. Oh my God. Come on, man. Right here trying to swerve with Valdez Scantley.
I knew he was in cover 2, so I mean I didn't think the half would get over there, but I mean the game was kind of over anyway, so I just threw it even though it was kind of covered. And you know, you gotta press Y. Gotta let your boy make a play. And MVS obviously
gotta let him hang sometime. Gotta let him hang sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Big play right there. All right, Crook, move on to the next one. All right, that's all we got for the film on there. All right, so Noah, you know what time it is. Now, last time we played head-to-head, didn't we? But we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't know if
we did.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. So we're gonna rock out. We're gonna knock out some superstar KO. I wish my guy Josh could suit up, but I really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Josh, you being a director, do you have to do any coaching? Obviously, you don't have to do no coaching with a guy like Josh. I mean, a guy like Noah. But are there situations where you have coaches to try to help players? I mean, I know Noah, he's just like, hey, y'all can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in your other games, you know, are there situations where y'all do have coaches?
Yeah, so like it's like your traditional athletics, man. We have coaches for almost all of our teams. For some directors out there, they're the director and the head coach. So it really just depends on the program that you're at. But for us, every single one of our teams will have a coach for him. And, you know, with Noah, you know, he's independent. He has everything on his own. So I kind of just got to wait for him to ask me a question.
All right, so obviously being in the national championship once again, back to back, you know, last year you made it all the way to the top, but just wasn't able to knock off J-Wall. And, you know, J-Wall began to make his epic run that he did last year. I feel like, you know, you're kind of in the same position that J-Wall was in last year. Having nationals coming up, having the ultimate Thanksgiving coming up around the same time. I know your main goal is to win it. Do you feel like you will be able to balance playing on current gen and next gen and be successful? Because me as a Madden player, I feel like that has to put a little stress on you. Or you just take both game plans and say, you know what, we're gonna rock it like it's the same system.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like obviously, like it's not ideal to have to play like both different games at the same time, but it's kind of nice that old gen is basically the same game as last year. So my scheme, I basically run the same type of scheme as I did last year. So I don't really have to change too much. And then once they release the bracket for that, like I can know who I'm playing against, so I can prepare for them accordingly. And then obviously, like for the MTS, like I know I play Nini, and then if I'm able to beat him, like play Henry or Cavable, and so I can prepare kind of. It's nice to know who I'm playing. If I didn't know who I was playing, it would definitely be a little bit tougher, just because like being able to prepare for like 100 different, not 100, but like 5 or 6 different offenses on both different consoles is really just time consuming at most.
Okay, Noah is the guy for Madden. How do I get on at the esports like at West Virginia? What do? I just find Josh and just roll up to him like, Josh, put me on. Just start tugging on his show. Josh, put me on. I'm tough. Do I have to play somebody? Do I have to get a resume? Because obviously Noah didn't have to do none of that. We no disrespect to Alex Oates. We was like, might want to go over here because we're gonna move over here. You know what I'm saying? How does somebody else get a spot?
Yeah, so we hold tryouts, man. So there's no way I put someone on my team that I haven't seen play. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we'll hold tryouts if people just pay attention to our social media. We'll have tryouts on there so people can know. We also have Discord. We have a questionnaire. So if you go on our Twitter page and you click on that link, if you scroll all the way down.
What is your Twitter page so the chat will follow? Go ahead and put that in the share it whenever you say. Go ahead and put it in the chat so the chat will know. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's going to be WVU Esports, and that's it. That's it on Twitter, WVU Esports. If you click on that link, it'll take you straight to our website. If you scroll all the way down, we have a questionnaire that you can put your inquiry in there, and then by that, I'll contact you. We'll put you in our Discord, and then we'll let you know when we have tryouts and things for that.
Chat, y'all heard it. At least West Virginia is letting you know how you can try out if you in the area. And so what are some of the perks that you get? Like, I ain't trying to ask what type of deal Noah got unless you tell me. You know what I'm saying? What type of perks do you get by making the squad? Do you get like a certain scholarship, like like Northwood? They help Ice with some of his packs and he gets a scholarship, housing and all that type of stuff. What all comes with that?
Yeah, so same thing over here. We have our scholarships that are available. We help out some students with housing depending on what you have and what you need. And then we also have our facility space that we have coming together. So students that have a place to go game and get the best equipment. And then we also pay for any type of jersey and gear. We also have a meal stipend that we put out there as well. So we try to do almost everything as our traditional athletic team does, but we just put it into our esports team.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm getting a little jealous because I was so tough in college, chat, and I was at A&T and I didn't get nothing. My parents was going off on me because my grades has dropped. You know what I'm saying? I was on academic probation. And all I was doing was playing the game. That's all I was doing. But now you kids have an opportunity to get a scholarship your MUT team paid for. Like, how? I mean, this is a blessing, but if only I was a couple years later. That's crazy. All y'all people tell your parents, man, hey, they gotta let you play the game. You can actually get a scholarship out here and have all types of great support. That's amazing. That is amazing, man. I gotta make sure. Now that's good because like my daughter, she like to play video games. And I'm gonna let her know right now, like, look, if you're not good enough at Fortnite, jumping out them flying buses and can't get a scholarship, babe, then we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. I'm sorry, Oh man. So,
User, what do you think about this new patch?
Oh man. Oh, that's a book. Let's go. Didn't give it to us? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Let's see. I love the fact that, well, I can't say I love the fact that delay fades are gone. It really didn't bother me whether they was there or not. You know what I'm saying? It's only like, every now and then you would forget a delay fade was coming out. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. Let's go. So I don't like the fact the speed bursts and they fixed the cover 3, so I can't can't bomb them. You know what I'm saying? All I can really bomb now is cover 2. How do you even get into college esports without being well-known top dog in Madden? A college esports Twitter page, trying to be esports Billy Madison.
Yo, like I think a lot of people that are trying to get into college esports, like right now, like you guys just need to think of yourself as like a brand, right? So everything that you're doing on social media, every time you're streaming on Twitch, you know, make sure you're posting it, right? If you're on Twitter, make sure you're following other esports organizations, other colleges. When they have their tryouts or if they have Discords, you know, reach out to people in there. Really try to get connected within your community. There's nothing wrong with you going out and contacting a coach or contacting somebody at that school and be like, hey, what's your esports team got? How can you help me get into the scene? If you're really good and you think you're being you're being overlooked, you know, make sure you're putting your content out there. Let me scroll through Twitch one day and pop up on you and find you. Or I'm going through Twitter looking for a new talent. Because like myself, there are other directors out there that do the same methods when it comes to scouting. So make sure you give yourself the most opportunities. Treat yourself like a brand.
Yeah, and basically, I feel like it's kind of the same way like if you were to play football or something. Oh my God, we just got it. I mean, you have to send your tape out. You know what I'm saying? You have to send tape to colleges to let them know, hey, I play and check out my film, right? You just can't expect just be sitting at home, you know, like somebody just gonna wake up and call you. You gotta be the one to push yourself. Oh my God.
Make a play. Make a play. All right,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be the one to push yourself. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys out there, it's like kind of look at it like the rap game. If you always hear people saying, man, how do I become, you know, a new artist and all that? And the first thing you hear an artist that's already made it say, man, you gotta use all the stuff that's out there. And like right now, oh man. Oh, they cheaters. Like right now, you got so many tools, Twitch, Facebook, you got all these streaming platforms, YouTube, Twitter. You got to put your content out there and you got to record yourself. You're just sitting here and not recording any of your games and what you're doing and not signing up in any of these tournaments. First off, how do you even know if you're good enough to even say I deserve a scholarship? It's a bond. You take it. Let's go. GG's.
That's a laser.
What's some other games at West Virginia Esports?
Ooh, yeah, right now we got our Madden team. So by the spring, we hope to bring in our Valorant team and our Rocket League team. And then we'll have Call of Duty, Overwatch, and League of Legends to round things out. So plenty of games. If there isn't a game that's on our varsity squad that you guys are looking for, we have a club team at our school that gets some of the same perks, and they have every single game that you can think of. So if you like your first-person shooters, they got Rainbow Six Siege, they got Call of Duty, and then they also have CSGO as well that they're really good at.
Noah, are you one of those guys that, you know, you play a bunch of different video games, like you get tired of Madden? I personally never get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just play it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always feel like it's something I could work on, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm usually never get tired of Madden, and if I do get tired of Madden, I just usually don't play any other games. I used to play a lot of like Call of Duty and like 2K just to play with my friends, but other than that, no, I mean, I'm kind of just Madden only. Oh, give me the block. Oh, I got you again. Here you go. Yup.
Let's go. Let's go, chat. Come on, chat. Josh, you know, since, you know, a lot of times you have players like, since you're able to have access to a player like Noah, top man player, do you ever say, you know what, Noah, teach me a little bit of stuff? You know what I'm saying? I'm never trying to go pro, but, you know, a couple guys, couple friends, homies, I like to play Madden. Can you teach me a little bit of stuff on the house and help me kick these boys' heads in?
All right. Look here, user. All right, I still got stuff, man. I can still play. All right, I just wasn't good enough to be Noah in this situation. All right, I can still hit it on the sticks. But it's great to have a guy like Noah. All right, like he can get down. I get to watch what he gets to do, and I can pick up a couple things and learn from him. But recently, I haven't really been playing as much, especially with getting things started at the campus. It takes a lot of time to run an effective esports program.
You know, I always love how my peoples, you can't never tell us we can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't never tell us that we washed or anything. Josh know good and well he too busy to play the John Blight, but you know what? You still gonna put some respect on my name, because if I had time, I would be tough as well.
It sounds like y'all two need to play. I like Josh over you personally, user. I like Josh over you.
No, you lying. Stop. Don't fan the flames. Don't fan the flames. Don't disrespect me like that. Don't fan the flames, man. Don't fan the flames.
No one knows what up. He trying to earn some more scholarship money, you know?
Oh my God.
He keeping his spot for 4 years. He knows it's good.
Oh man. It's like, hey, if you know what's good, Noah, fly it in so I'll be able to flutter, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. The other JT said that. Oh, look at Noah out here trying to do the speed burst, costing us points, man. Crazy.
Oh, it's habit. I've been doing it for 2 months or whatever. Getting stuck.
Yeah, so now when you do it, they say you just fall down, you know? Is that what happened or you dove?
My guy he just looks like he's in quicksand. Oh, bro, we keep on getting hit with. Oh,
big hit, big hit user. No one hits harder. No one hits harder. Let's go, man. Oh my God.
I tried to give you the ball. We good.
No one hits harder. I don't know if Josh gonna name drop a couple of those universities, but at the end of the day, we already got a quarterback. Let's go with Barkley. At the end of the day, chat, what Josh is telling you, if you didn't sign up for the LevelNext tournament, you should have. This weekend, you can sign up for, I think the wild card is still open, right? The wild card registration is still open for the MCS.
I think that starts this
point is, you gotta suit up. You gotta suit up and start getting your content out there. How can you, matter of fact, we might need to have like an open run on next one up. That sounds good, because there's a lot of people in the chat talking crazy. I might have to do like a user against the world, because a lot of y'all in the chat, y'all can talk real crazy when you sitting back there in the hot seat. But don't let me turn this chat off and lock in. It'll be good. It'll be a long night for y'all. GG's, man.
You might get real quiet in the chat if you call them out. You might get real quiet. User, I'm hearing that you might be on the committee for the rankings for the final 16, and I mean, I don't want you to
that's a lie.
Like to kind of snake anyone, say what's up, but like I gotta be number 1, right? Like where am I? Where am I on these rankings?
The rankings?
It's blasphemy if I'm not number 1.
If you're not number 1?
If I'm not number 1, I mean, listen. I
don't work for West Virginia.
You know I run regs.
I don't work for West Virginia. I'm not Josh down there. I don't work for West Virginia. Now I know he sold you a great deal when you was at Maryland. Like, listen, you the best man player in the world, and if you come over here, we can be great together. I'ma have you in the middle of the field. You'll feel like you're on top of the world. Can't nobody beat you. I know that's what he told you. But I'm not gonna sell you that story. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sell you that one.
I'll make a play. Yup.
Let's go. No, I mean
you heard it right here, chat.
Go ahead, Josh.
You heard it here, chat. If Noah make the run, it's me, right? It's not user anymore. I was the one who told him he can be great. He number 1, right? User disrespecting my guy right now, all right?
Nah, I didn't disrespect him, but I'm just saying number 1. Number one. I gotta, you know what? They did just do some patches. Defense might be tough. The better defense is, I feel like the better Noah is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I feel like the better defense is, the better Noah is. So they did just patch, have taken delays away. Bunch tight end is pretty much gonna be obsolete. Ain't gonna be no more PA boot and everybody run back for the crosser and put a delay out. So
thank God, I still couldn't figure out how to stop that.
I'm gonna run a whip route with Hill right here.
All right, I got you. Oh, what a route! Oh, I tried to pass the ball. I should have left.
Throw the dart. Let's go. All right, what's the question, Crook? Who is West Virginia's esports rival? That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, we just started, guys. So like, we don't really have like a West Virginia Esports rival. But you know, if we're going based off of Noah, you know, it got to be J-Wall right now. He lost him in the national championship. So you know, we got to make our way back.
Repeat that one more time. He what? Repeat that one more time. He what?
Listen, we don't gotta bring that up. I mean,
look, we ain't gonna talk about it again, user. All right, it's a new year. We coming back for more. But there's a lot of new talent in this pool at the LevelNext. So we're looking for a rival. Someone brings something to the table. You know, there's a lot of great esports teams out there. So Northwood, I'm gonna call you guys out right now. My guy Cody, I'm coming for you. We're coming for Ice as well.
Yeah, and Cody, that's another guy over there with Northwood, another great esports program that they put together with Ice, you know. And I'm glad you said, and see, that's what I'm saying. Noah just asked who was the top 16, you know, and I didn't have to say nothing. I didn't even have to say nothing. You brought up that he lost. I just had to make sure I heard that. Now, if he hadn't have lost, I'm like, you know what, you right, but that, to me, that feels kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But this year, I will say, Noah is definitely in my top 5. He's definitely in my top 5. Number 1, no, I can't. I mean, because to be honest,
I'll get there by the end. I'll get there by the end. I don't need to be number 1.
I gotta see. I feel like this patch made you better. I feel like all defensive players have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Like the zones are playing a little bit better. You don't have to really worry about clear out. And you're one of the guys, when I watch you play, you're a guy that make great defensive adjustments. Offensively, you always try to keep it simple. You don't try to be cute with it. You just try to keep it simple, keep it balanced. You know, keeping the run game, less passing, less opportunities for a turnover. So you're not one of them guys like Fancy or Wesley that feel like, you know, we got to go 8 for 8 and you talk about stats. That ain't you. You want to play great defense. So I definitely feel you were easily a top 5 man player, especially for the runs that you've been able to do. You've always, even after you won your championship, you've always been right on the cusp. A lot of people win and then they disappear. You never see them. You know what I'm saying? So you've always been right there. But I feel like you got to get it done. And you said it, not me. You said Clef been kicking your head in. Clef is back and he was in the ship. He on the other side of that bracket. You know what I'm saying? These are your words, not mine. These are you and Josh's words, not mine. I'm just speaking truth. Stop me when I'm lying, chat. He said these words. Josh said he lost to J-Wall. You said Clef been kicking your head in. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But no, I definitely know you're going to be able to definitely make a great run. I feel like your toughest game, you got 2 tough games because you got to play Bully and Henry, right?
Yeah. If I won Big Bully, Gabagool's actually really good too. A lot of people don't really know him, but he's been in the community for a while. I actually labbed with him. I personally didn't really know who he was either, but like I hit him up to play because I seen he was up on the ladders and he was really good. So definitely a lot of tough people. I mean, everyone obviously, if you're in the final 8, you're gonna be really good at the game. So can't really look past anyone.
I feel like you need to be ready for Big Bully because I'm not gonna lie, Big Bully laid hands and feet on me. I disrespected those deep KOs. I thought they was a joke, and they serious.
Yeah, I seen him play. I was like, dude, just throw the wide open streak. You throw the streak, and it gets knocked out. I'm like, what?
Bro,
I ain't seen no one run deep route KOs besides him. I thought he had a glitch or something.
Bro, and the crazy thing is, right? He flooded me, and I tell Skimbo, and I'm like, in the Discord, I'm like, yo, he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, bro, I had to cut the stream. Big Bully flooded me by 35. I couldn't score. He was like, why didn't you possession catch? I did. He's like, no, you didn't. I was like, bro, I was possession catching. He was like, no, you're just trash. You're just trash. I said, okay, all right, whatever. Skim plays him a week later. He hits me up in the morning and says, you know what? I got to apologize. I said, what? He said, I played Big Bully. He beat me. He's tough. I got to apologize. I'm like, oh. He's like, the deep KOs are for real. I'm like, I told you they was for real. You know, so don't sleep on them, man. You know, go out there, make sure you're prepared. I know you're going to be prepared. And this weekend, we got you got to fight for the ladders because I don't think your spot is sold for the Madden Bowl yet, is it?
No,
So you
I
got a
think I'm
lot.
like
Yeah.
6th or 7th right now, but obviously, like, I want to get one of the top 2 seeds. Obviously, I want to qualify first, but then like top 2 seeds is
Yeah.
definitely the goal. So that's what I'm going
Yeah.
for.
Well, Joshua, my guy, I appreciate you being on here with Noah, bringing this star-studded guy to your esports arena, and especially the things that y'all are doing to push esports, having it, making it be an official sport, varsity, having all these opportunities, man. That is major to be at a school like West Virginia, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing the sport. You and Cody, I look up to guys like you because I wish when I was in college, I had the opportunity, and guys like you are really pushing these opportunities for a lot of kids that, they just love to play the game. They just love to play the game, and having the opportunity to be able to go to school and play the game at the same time, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Something I never thought or imagined. And LevelNext National Championship, I see it all kind of working together. And who knows where this thing could be at in a couple of years, man. And I definitely appreciate you coming on and bringing Noah. Any last remarks you want to tell the guys in the chat or the ladies in the chat, Josh?
Yeah, one, thank you guys for having me. Two, I want everyone to really, if Sheridan can post our social media again for our Twitter, follow us on Twitter. We got a lot of things coming. So one, we'll have our trials for our new team. Two, we'll be talking about more of the minor and classes that come with that. Three, we got Noah, of course, so we're going to be pushing out more content. But four, we got some giveaways, and I am not allowed to say what they are yet, but they nice. They some nice giveaways. So you're going to want to be in that Twitter so you can get that.
Appreciate you guys having me, and this is what it's all about. I mean, this is why we play the game. I grinded 2 different game modes, grinding the ladders, preparing for all the tournaments. I mean, that's why I play the game. I'm excited, and I really can't wait. Can't wait for the lives. Can't wait for the cameras to turn on and to get back to the live.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Noah, as always, man, it's great to see you, man. Love you coming through, man. Keep that attitude. Keep that chip, man. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the guys, when the lights is on, I always feel like, man, you step up and shine bright, man. One of the things I always loved about you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And I will see you, in the tournaments, both tournaments. I'll be in the booth critiquing, calling you out, man. Get it done. I'll see y'all guys later. Appreciate y'all coming through.
I appreciate you.
Hey.
We'll be back next week. Make sure y'all guys tune in all week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will see y'all then. As always, I appreciate the love and the support. Make sure you hit the follow on Twitch and on Twitter. Y'all have a good night.